We are at Lake Whitney State Park in Whitney, Texas. And you can see some of the things that we've done to it since we have been living in it the last day or so. We figured out all of our sleeping bags and all of our bedding could go up there, and it fits really nice when we're on the road or when the bed is folded up. Put this basket up here. It's up there for right now, but I got to get a little bit longer screws. I don't think it's going to hold any weight with the screws that are on it right now. And my wife decided she liked that basket right there for holding her plates and napkins and things like that. Everything, all the systems have worked well. Mounted the TV. Obviously, you can see the TV mounted here. We're watching the Daytona 500. It has turned out to be a really, really beautiful day here in the lake. We've got the bed folded up here, so I've got lots of floor space. I didn't bring the air conditioner. It's in the 50s to 60s, so I don't think we need the air conditioner right now, although that's something that's still got to be ironed out. And so you can see some of the food stores that we've got and some of the arrangements that we've got. See our view of the lake from the campsite. Really spectacular view today. And our camper. We've got the 30 amp plugged in. I put the levels on the outside of the trailer so it was really easy to back in, just level it out, plug it in, and we're set up. Much faster than a tent. I would be sitting in my chair, but it happened to break today. Still got to put the netting over the doors, but I didn't have enough time to do that before this trip, and really there are no bugs right now to worry about anyway. And so there is the grand tour. Well, it's Tuesday after we got back from our last trip, and several people asked to see the bed when it's down. So here's the twin size bed when it's down out of its storage compartment. Right now I'm running off of batteries. It's cold. It's like in the mid 30s out there and wet and drizzly, nasty, cold weather out there. And so I wanted to let you see it. Some things that we learned on our trip. Well, this LED lighting, this light strip right here, is on the wrong side of the trailer. It needs to be on this side of the trailer because all this baggage and luggage and all the sleeping bags and all that stuff blocks the light off. It's useless to have the lights there being blocked off. So that's one of the changes I'm going to make. And one of the purposes of the last trip that we just took was to get in this trailer and live in it and see how it's going to function so we know where we want to put everything. So I took all kinds of screws and fasteners and baskets and all that. One of the changes we want to make is we want to find a hook or a home for the broom. It's always in the way. And we're tripping over it, stumbling over it, but we need a broom because you're constantly tracking in dirt in the floor. Our use of the water was really good. That worked out very well. One of the things she wants is more hooks along here. I put a row of hooks up here. She wants another row of hooks down here. So I've got that coming to get some more hooks in. She also likes this tall area, but she really wants another small shelf put in here to store cans and things like that with a lip on it so that they don't come out. So it's going to have to be limited access to that cabinet. She also wants two baskets put in here, or a basket put in here in the bottom where it's fastened and attached permanently so it's not coming out, so she can put things in the basket and it stays in there. I wasn't sure when I built this if she would want this shelf to be a work area or a storage area, and she likes it to be a storage area, so she wants a basket in there that's going to fit and fill the place up. One of the things she did like is she liked that basket being in there where she put small bottles in there and things like that. She asked for this basket to put, this flexible basket to be put here, obviously to store napkins, tissues, bowls, paper plates, plastic cutlery, silverware, things like that. And then one of the biggest changes we had added was our TV. And the TV's fine in that location. It's a swivel mount. It's show you where the mount is, what kind of mount it is. And so you can see the mount. The actual mount weighs more than the TV does. That's kind of interesting. But what we need on this side over here is we need 110 volts to service the TV and the power antenna. And we don't have that. We don't have that accessible to the TV. We also need the antenna port over on this side as well, so that you can hook up satellite and exterior antenna. So I've got to rig that up. That probably will be above the door. I'm not sure, or it will be on the other side of the cabinet. Maybe on the outside of this part right here. I'm not sure, but in this area, we have to have a port for the antenna, and we have to have 110 power outlet on this side. Right now, our nearest 110 is over here, and so that means I'm going to have to run some cable, some conduit under the cabinet, across under the cabinet, and down to here, and put in a port here or on the back side here, so it's accessible to the outside as well.